All right, here's the deal. We're going to have to go with the overhead. We're at the Chicago Bears, and this play is not a new play. This play had come across because we're trying to figure out how we can get the backside linebacker blocked. But we still wanted to maintain some type of consistency with the back and how he read it. Can everybody see this? Anybody probably haven't seen that? So we had this play duo, 26 duo, and the duo, actually Jimmy came up with the term, right? It stands for two double teams. We're going to get two double teams where we can. Sometimes if you add a third tight end, you can get three double teams. So I drew it up here, right here against a 34 defense. So it's a 34 defense. Okay, we're going to double team or team block the 5 technique to the front side linebacker. So it's the normal team block that you hear everybody talk about. The inside post man is going to take a little short gap step. His second step's coming up the field. The tight end's galloping into the line of scrimmage. We're getting hip to hip. We're going to double the 5 technique straight back. Okay, if the linebacker runs over the top, we're not getting off the block. We're staying on the block. Okay, if the linebacker runs over the top, we're going to stay on the block, the double team. Okay, if the linebacker attacks the line of scrimmage here, then the tight end may get off. But if he's just running outside over the top, we're going to let him go. Any questions on that one? Right, the ace block between the center and the guard, okay, we're going to double the nose guard, okay, to the backside linebacker. Same ace block that everybody teaches, short controlled step, second step down the middle of the guy. Okay, center's going to probably take a little bit more of them. Okay, guard's coming down, stay square, drop your inside arm. Okay, knock the nose guard back. Looking to see what's happening with the peg linebacker. Okay, we're going to use a readout technique on the backside. And what a readout is the tackle posts the defensive end. He just posts the defensive end. His eyes are on the will. Okay, now here's where it changes. The backside guard, he's going to pivot or put the outside foot, take it up and put it down. So he takes the outside foot, picks it up and puts it down, and he takes the inside foot and he actually crosses over. So what happens is they form a wall. They form a wall that looks like this. So if they run that giant stunt, because if you just fan it, you would get picked. So if they run the giant stunt, then the guard can climb and pick up the will linebacker. Okay, if the will come off the edge, then the end's probably coming inside and the guard can still block them. There's no problem with that. So it was a way to solidify, if we had a dose look on the backside, and we were playing against, and they're running that giant stunt, we could handle that giant stunt. Okay? Now here's the key. The back. He runs his own course. Drop step, crossover, plant, okay? Press the inside leg of the tackle. Okay, but the key is we didn't read the down blocks. We read the linebacker. Okay, we read the linebacker. So we're reading this guy here. If this guy goes over the top or stays where he is, and we told him back, you can stop bringing it back. This is going to be just like the zone play. Try finding a lane backside. Okay, but you need to press the B gap. Fullback, you're going to block it just like power. Okay, just like the power play. So this is like a power play with no pulling guard. But there's a way to get the backside linebacker blocked. There was a way that we came up with that we had 2 double teams where you could get some movement at the point of attack. The back's running a zone course, okay, reading the linebacker, and he can take it from the first double team all the way back if the linebacker stays there or goes outside. If the linebacker steps up into the line of scrimmage, then the back was coached. So if he came up and he attacked it, then the back was coached. He could take it in the C gap or bring it out here someplace, and we had somebody else blocking the force. The way we coach, now this is how we coached it at Chicago. You know, and really, we ran it a little bit at Oakland. Okay. So there's a lot of different formations you can use. You can run the strong set out of it. You can put them in a weak set, run the guy across. If we saw an under defense, okay, we saw an under defense, it's the same thing. You double team the end. You double team the nose tackle, back. Okay, you cut off the backside 3, you cut off the backside 5. Okay, motion the fullback across the formation, run the play. Okay, I'm trying to give you different looks here. If you saw an overstack defense, here, right, we're going to double team the 3 technique. We're going to deuce block the 3 technique to the Mike linebacker. The back's still reading the Mike. He read the Mike over here, he read the Mike over here, he's still reading the Mike here. Okay, the fullback, okay, the tight end's going to block the defensive end, he's got inside footwork. The fullback, okay, what he's going to do, okay, he's going to go through that gap to block the Sam linebacker. But if there's color showing on the tight end, then he's going to double with the tight end. He may not get to the Sam, okay? So we wanted to dent the defense, okay? So he comes through here. If there's any color showing here, then he and the tight end would double team this guy, and we got a double team over here, and we got another double team over here. That wasn't bad. You can get some movement. You can get some movement. That backside tackle, okay, he's going to cut off the defensive end. And there's a few things how you can change that up. You can have him pass set to get him come up the field. You can cut him off. You can jump him. There's a few things you can do with that. Right? Here's an even defense. College 4-3, I guess you'd call it, whatever. We call it a 49. Okay? Same thing for the fullback. Now you can put him in a trip set. Okay? He can motion back to the backfield, run the play. You're going to deuce to the Mike. Now we call this an ooze block, where the center and the backside guy are going to work the backside 1 technique to the backside linebacker. Okay? The backside tackle, we just had him pass that here for the sake of giving him something different to do. He draws the end up the field. And tell the backside tackle, you study film, you tell me how you want to block that guy. Okay, you tell me by studying film if you want to set in that guy, okay, if you want to try to stretch him, you want to try to cut him off, okay. You figure that out, you come back and talk to me about it. If you had a 45 defense or an even defense or a loaded look, sometimes in a trip set. Now this kind of set we kind of liked. The trip set, can you guys see this? I'm in the way. The trip set, you can put it up over here. Oh, you can't because of the overhead, I'm sorry. The trip set, okay, what we told the fullback or the extra tight end, the F tight end, if the Sam linebacker lines up outside of you, you don't have to motion. Because he's already taken himself out, he's already created a natural lane there for us. So if he lines up outside of you, then just go block him. If he lines up in a position where you can't get an inside-out block on him, then you have to motion back into your strong set, into the backfield, okay, and then you run your power block or your J block from the backfield to block the Sam linebacker. We're going to double team. There's a lot of schools of thought on this. The way we did it is when we got the loaded look, we call this a loaded front right here. When we got the loaded look, we'd still team block to the Mike. And we let the guard stretch the 3 technique, block the 3. But we brought the center front side, just in case the Mike would run through this front side A gap, the center could get him. So if the Mike ran through the front side A gap, then this tackle and tight end, their eyes would go back to this will. Okay, if we started and the Mike flew over here, then the center turned back and he blocked the will. The backside 2 guys would just cut off the guys that are on him. He could, like Jimmy said, he may even start here, and then if this guy shows fast, he may even rewind on that and hit that nose tackle, this 2 technique, and then climb for the will. Okay, so you have to study film to see how you want to block that front, but that's how we did it. If we got a triple look or what we call a 59 defense, we double the 3. Right? The fullback would have the C-gap entry. Okay, any color showing on the tight end, double team them. Okay, we based up the center. Okay, we man cut off the backside guys and we'd run the play. Okay, so we got the duo. That was a positive, powerful, ass-kicking, knock them off the ball, no bullshit type play. Okay, it was pretty physical. and it was fun to coach. Now, we found, yes.
3-3 stack backside, guard and tackle.
What's that?
3-3 stack. So move the wheel stack over the end.
This one here? This one here?
Top left.
Top left. If he stacked over here,
Push everybody over one. So
and he moves over here, they'd still double to the plug, right? They'd still try to double to the mic. And now he changes his technique. They still run the same technique, all right? But now he'd be worth the climb to that will linebacker stacked. And he wasn't so much worried about the end coming inside and running the game because the will was off the ball in space. Does that make sense?
yeah.
Yes, Tom.
When your team block, you catch me the mic, so the mic goes on top, you're hanging on the double team.
Yes.
You block down in the 4-3 look, you're whatever you put, your boost or whatever to the mic, they can come off the mic and put double three.
Right here, this one here, Mike, Tom?
Yeah. So next one up, 49.
The double team and 3 to the mic.
Okay. If you go to the top, they're coming off, or go back.
No. If he goes over here, they're going to stay on this block, okay? Because the ball's coming back. And what'll happen, okay, they need to track them with their eyes, okay, because as the ball starts coming back, then the guard may have to leave to get them. And then the tackle may have to stay on the 3 technique, okay? So, really, when you're double teaming those big fat guys, your eyes can get to the linebacker, really. You don't have to look at this guy. He weighs 330 pounds. He's 6'4" or 5. Okay, you start your angles to get him, and then get your eyes to find out what the rest of the guys are doing. Any other questions on that? So what we found that this play, over the course of time, was better run to the bubble. You can call and run it. That's what carry means, call and run the play. Okay? But it was better run, okay, if we ran it to a bubble. 34 defense, okay, the 25 defense, the under defensive structure. So we would like to run it versus that defense. Okay? It was good against the even front, but we thought that if we could get a misdirection play compounded with this or added to it, okay, that it would be better. We'd have a better play than starting to force a play into a front that may not be very good, okay? You can still run them, but some are better than others. We thought the play was better versus a God bubble, okay, than it was some of the other defenses, but you can still run it. Now, the next thing, before I show you that on tape, is this. This is 35 twin. And the twin stands for tackle on the win. Because at the Bengals years ago, these linebackers here, Sam Weiss in his infinite wisdom, okay, this was Sam and Mike, strong side terms, male linebackers, strong side terms, okay, male names. This was Peg, and this was Winnie or Win, okay, female terms. Weak side linebackers, the weaker sex. So you had a strong side, you had a weak side. And it was the way he defined them. So when we said twin, we were going to pull the tackle, okay, the pulling tackle is going to block the win linebacker. Right, so we were going to run this play, and the key to the whole deal was we were going to run it when the backside guard, okay, can block down on the one technique. It was a key breaker for the defense because it's going to start off looking like a zone scheme, okay, but it's going to be a misdirection play. So what happens in the scheme is when we start, we told a fullback, you always have the same linebacker. Some teams block it differently. This is what we did. We told the fullback, you have the same linebacker. Tight end, you're going to block this like it's the inside zone play. Okay, right guard, you're going to block this like it's the inside zone play. Okay, the backside center, okay, and the center and the backside guard, okay, you're going to nudge this, okay? And you're going to block, this is like an inside zone, so we had to slow the center down, okay, and let the guard block down, and they double team this guy to the mic. The backside tackle, again, we gave him 3 things to do. Okay, you come back and you tell me which one you want. You can cut the guy off, you can stretch the guy, you can pass set the guy. Okay, over here I do the one where he passes the guy, gets him to come up the field. Pull and tackle, you're going to pull, okay, and you got the will linebacker, the win linebacker. Just like you would block, the guard would block the guy on a power play. Okay, you got that guy. Okay, now here's the key, the tailback. When we ran the inside zone play, we dropped crossover and plant, and our backs, right or wrong, would keep their little tilt to their shoulders. So when we ran the inside zone play,